Hi everyone, welcome to DOdaily. It's Des here, who's ready for a Wednesday workout. I'm just on my way to the running club, as always on a Wednesday. Looking forward to starting a brand new challenge, as discussed yesterday on Tuesday training. Looking to do 25 days between now and Christmas Day of activity, at least 5k. So, whilst it's absolutely freezing, I'm going to set the guys off, get stuck in myself, and I'll be back shortly with 3 tips on how you can get the most from running in a streak and what you can do to stay motivated. Run number 1 complete. Boy, that was tough. Minus a few layers, it felt like about minus 12. It is absolutely freezing, but it's great to be out running again with a group. And whilst it was with the group, I took it easy. First one back, felt like my first solo run back, so really enjoyed it. Plodded it through. And I'm on the countdown, 25 days to Christmas. Number 1 done. I'll be back shortly once I've cooled down a little bit with those tips. Having had a chance to come to terms with the run, finally warm up. Can't stop complaining about that cold. Here are my 3 tips to keep us going through such a challenge like Advent activity, 25 days, countdown till Christmas of completing 5k a day. What I've put out to the group is to do it by whichever activity they choose: run, walk, swim or cycle. It's just about movement. It's about keeping us motivated and on top of things during the Christmas period. I touched on yesterday of how it can help us keep the weight off when we might overindulge. It can fit in with plans and keep us sort of focused on what we want to do, not get too distracted by all the celebrations and festivities. And when we do sort of fully get back to it at the start of a new year, when lots of people like to get active, we've not lost all the good work we've put in so far. So here's my 3 tips on how to get through this particular challenge. Number 1, plan each activity. What I'm saying is, whatever you choose to do, make sure you're ready to do it. Sometimes I can be a little bit guilty of, if I'm going on a morning run, for example, of jumping out of bed, putting on the nearest kit to me, getting out there and kind of battling against it. If I prepare my clothes, my trainers in the evening, make sure I know what I'm going to eat and prepare for beforehand, and that I've got the time, I can sometimes go out there and enjoy a run a lot more if that's what you choose to do. So it's really important to plan. If you've got to fit it in, make sure you've got the time. Again, you don't want to be sort of battling the time, battling the clock, battling yourself before you get out there. It's really important to prepare right before activity. It makes it much more enjoyable and it doesn't feel like a chore. With such a challenge like this and taking part activity in a streak of days, sometimes it can get particularly difficult. So the more preparation we put in, the more effort we put into that preparation, it means we're more likely to go. I say it through DOdaily on every other thing we speak about, the more planning and preparation, the more likely you are to do something. And that's definitely the case with a challenge like this. Number 2 is make sure you take easy days. So again, if it's running or cycling or walking, it's about getting in 5k, but the temptation can be to go out there every day and try and absolutely smash it, get your PB, improve on the day before, keep seeing that instant reward. But the reality is, when you're doing something like this, you're not going to get that. Some days it's going to get tough. Again, I'll bring the weather into it. It can get really sort of difficult. The conditions can be difficult. So it's about using it when you're not quite feeling it. taking the pace off a little bit if you have to, taking the effort out and just sort of ticking one off. Like life, these things can be really up and down. Everything in life is up and down. So with something like this, you'll have your good days, you'll have your bad days. The bad days are just ones to tick off, work through and get through to a better day. But what you have to do is, perhaps, like I say, is take it easy, take the pace off, take the stress out of it. If you planned it and prepared it, again, you're more likely to go. So it's important just to relax and realise, come the end of it, the results will shine through. And my third and final tip to get through 25 days of activity between now and the big day, Christmas Day, is to use whatever and whoever is available. Make yourself accountable. Plan runs with friends, attend group activities. I've mentioned already, do running host sessions. So for those locally, it's free opportunities to join like-minded people taking part in the challenge as well. It really, really sort of helps. Again, it goes back to that thing I said, when you say you're going to do something, you're more likely to do it. If you need to get out for an early run, arrange to meet a friend. Getting out of bed can be difficult. So if you ask to meet somebody, again, you're more likely to do it. As humans, we don't like to let people down. We don't like to sort of break plans when we've asked other people to support us, especially. So it's about making yourself accountable, putting out there that you're doing it. I use social media a lot. One of the reasons I ask the guys to post all their pictures, because when they get the encouragement, when they get people asking what they're doing, when they say they've done this many days, it's making them accountable to themselves. It doesn't mean that they have to do it, but the reality is adding that little bit of accountability definitely helps. When the days do get tough, it can be the difference between getting out there and not getting out there. And those guys are my tips. Good luck with the challenge if you're taking part. I'd love to receive your comments of what you've done today or what you plan to do, what you think of this video. Just trying to sort of encourage people, like I said before, to keep active during December. When things get busy, when things get exciting, it's important not to forget the basics of what keeps us strong physically and mentally, and that's what this challenge is all about. It gives you a little bit of focus, determination, commitment to what you enjoy, but it also aids all those things, the extra indulgence, the celebrations, the spirit of Christmas. By getting involved in the social media in particular, it's a great way of sharing what you do and hopefully inspiring and motivating others. On a Wednesday, when the week's kind of turning round from the front end to the back end, that's really important, isn't it? To have something to look forward to and really work at. Whilst we look to finish the week strong, in normal circumstances, this one is about finishing the year strong, giving it a really good go. So hopefully you've enjoyed the video. If you have, please give it a thumbs up, like, share and subscribe. Share it with anybody who you think might be interested in taking part. This is open to absolutely all abilities. The beauty of it, that you can choose your own activity, is it's inclusive to absolutely all. So for now, guys, good luck with the challenge. Give it your best shot. Keep posting those pictures, keep making those comments. If you need any more details about the challenge, check out all the social media links at the end of the video. It's in the closed Facebook group for Do Running. Look that up, join it, you'll get accepted and you'll be part of the gang. Until tomorrow and Thursday thoughts, just doing it.